No, they're ignorant. That's ignorant.
Crying, I yawned, for the record. Before I start the video, I do have to make an apology. In the last video, I called DeAndre Ayton DeAndre Jordan the ultimate disrespect. The ultimate disrespect. Although you did look like DeAndre Jordan this game, we noticed it. It's your first game back. I'll let it slide. All right, you get one pass. Don't do it again though. As you guys know, this was a big game playing against the Nets. They could make it to the finals. You never know. I mean, I'm not trying to pat myself on the back, but I called it. I'm like, this team looks great, but two of your three guys are super injury prone, and I didn't even count James Harden, who's been injured a lot too with his hamstring because he's fat. So, you have three injury prone guys. One guy can only play half the games. They're reaching out to the mayor. I didn't even know TNT had mayor access, but they have mayor access apparently. The mayor's like, nah, we ain't changing shit. So I don't know why the NBA, or I guess it wasn't the NBA, it was the Nets, said they're like very confident that Kyrie's gonna play all the games because he's not getting vaccinated, and the mayor said nah. So I don't know what's gonna change, but we'll see. Either way, he might get hurt again. It happens all the time. Kevin Durant, he's out for a season like every 3 years. James Harden, fat, can't stop eating. So, you never know. But clearly those three playing together is kind of scary. I'm surprised it's not better than 13-3, honestly. Well, I'm not because you're not the Suns, so I get it. But I'm really just thinking about ring season, guys. Every game I watch, I'm just like, how does this affect the Suns' ability to win the title? Because for me, it's championship or bust. Making it to the finals is a beautiful thing, and I can appreciate that. We love that, as the white girls say. But not enough. Not enough. I mean, the Suns didn't make it to the playoffs for like 10 years in a row. We were all pissed when they lost. We don't give a shit. Win the whole fucking thing. All right? That's it. I'll say this. If the Suns don't make it, no, not even fucking make it to the finals. Fuck that. If they don't win a championship this year, I'm going to feel like my long-term girlfriend broke up with me on my birthday. Now, I've never had that happen to me, but I would imagine it would be terrible. And that's what I think it would feel like if the Suns don't win a championship. I'll question a lot. I'll question, was it ever real? Did they ever have a chance? Did she ever love me? These are the thoughts that are going to be in my head. So Christopher Paul and Devin Booker and DeAndre Ayton, I'm going to need you to get it done, all right? Because there's a lot of emotional, what am I, fucking Medea? There's a lot of emotional turmoil that could be happening, and you will be held responsible. Emails will be written, so don't fuck this up. But yeah, every game I'm watching, I'm just like, what does this mean for the championship? And I will say, a lot of good things. I think everybody came to play. Devin was great, obviously. Chris was great. DeAndre Ayton was fucking terrible, but it's your first game back, so again, I'll give you this one-time pass. Don't do it again. What's his fucking name? I almost said Cameron Payne. He didn't play. Shovelhead also hurt. What is his damn name? I'm so tired. We'll just move on. Cam Johnson was great. Jay Crowder, there we go. He was like 1 for 5. I'll go over the numbers later, but he played good defense at least. I mean, there was a play late with DeAndre Ayton was literally looking at the ground, passes it to Blake Griffin. He's like, huh, what happened? I'm like, bitch, are you not a professional basketball player? The ball's rolling off your hands and shit. Like, what are you doing? What are you, sleepwalking? Wake the fuck up. It's the fourth quarter. Get it together. Everybody else is doing their fucking job. Devin Booker's hitting step back threes and shit. Mikhail's doing his thing. Crowder's doing his thing. At least he's playing defense. He's engaged. Chris Paul's running the show. You have the easiest job. Block shots, get rebounds. That's it. Catch lobs and dunk it. And why are you doing fadeaways on Blake Griffin? He's soft. And old now. It's like there is no excuse. You're the biggest dude on the court. You want to call yourself dominating? Then dominate. You can't dominate by looking at the fucking ground. Sorry. Actually, I'm not. I meant everything I said. Do better, all right? I told you, emotional turmoil is on the line. Don't fuck up again. Come on. We need you people to get it together. It's not fair to me to have all this on the line when I have no control, okay? So I'm putting this out into the universe. Obviously, every NBA player watches my videos because what else would they be doing? How else are they going to get better? Why would you watch film when you have me? You know, it's like, I mean, you could do both, but you definitely need this one. So, yeah, I'm going to need you guys to get it together. But with all that being said, I do think this was a great win. Mikal is making strides. You saw him run that fast break? He's been excellent. The cutting is great. Even Alfred threw some dimes today. He may be even getting better, or maybe it's just because the Nets don't play any defense. I don't know. But I think this was a great win. Yeah. Okay, so one thing I did notice is that the Suns were kind of getting killed by the cross-court pass. They were playing defense like the Nuggets were playing defense against the Suns in the playoffs. Wasn't working great. I also think, there just wasn't a whole lot of effort. So, when they're guarding a James Harden pick roll or Kyrie Irving pick and roll, they would kick it out to one of the wings in the corner. And, the help was just kind of slow getting there. Now, whether that's just effort or how you're guarding it, I think it could be changed pretty easily. It's not something I'm worried about, but I am worried about Kevin Durant. Because that motherfucker is good as shit at basketball. I don't know if you heard. So he scares me. Kyrie Irving scares me. Arguably one of the most skilled athletes of all time, if not the most. He has the best handles ever. That's just a fact. He's the best under the rim finisher ever. That's just like a fact. You can't even argue it. This dude can do this weird shit I didn't even know was possible. When he was like a rookie, he's just like spinning the ball. It's like a Harlem Globetrotter. I'm like, is this real life? Am I having a stroke? Like, what is happening when he plays basketball? It's weird. He's like my size. He's not a huge guy. I don't know how he does it, but he's really good, afro or not. So I don't want to see them in the finals. I don't care if they're healthy or not. I mean, if two of them are down, let's make it happen, but scares me. So I don't know, but will they be healthy? Probably not. The math would say no. I don't have the answers, but if you've only played 16 games, including last season and this season, I think it was last season's playoffs and all this season, they've only played 16 games together. It may be all of last season. So, the math would say no. But TBD, as the young people say. I was watching something the other day, and some dude, I have no idea who he is. I think it was like Bill Simmons' podcast. He was like, yeah, dude, I just don't know. I'm not totally sold on paying Devin the max. If it was me, I don't know. I'm like, first off, it's not you. You're not cutting any checks, so relax. But they're in the finals. They made it to the finals last season. It's like, in my oh so humble opinion, you want to pay the guy the most who you build the team around, right? Isn't that the whole point? Like, Chris Paul and Crowder came because of Devin. Devin is the primary scorer on the team. People clearly like playing with him. Like, Chris Paul doesn't want to play with somebody dumb, like Russell Westbrook. You know what I mean? He wants to play with somebody who he can win a championship with. Why am I talking about championship? What? A championship. I told you I'm tired with. So therefore, I would think that's a great investment. Also, this dude's one of the most clutch players in the league. I don't even know. That should be enough. He's a great scorer, and he's clutch. And he's not dumb like Russell Westbrook. So, it's like, I don't know what the fuck that guy was talking about, but he should probably shut the fuck up. Just my also humble opinion. Let's look at the numbers. Let's see what the numbers said. But that's all I got. I don't really have much to say about this game. It was a great win. I'm really happy that they won. I would have been worried if they had lost this game and it looked like they were trying, because it's like, damn, if you can't beat them without Kevin Durant, what's it going to look like when Kevin Durant comes, But got a solid double-digit win. I don't think they played like amazing. They played like pretty solid. I mean, the scoring was good. The defense was like for most of the game, but They got a solid win at home. And you would think the Nets were trying because they've lost now 5 in a row. Like, you don't want to lose 5 games in a row. So it's not like they got their hands in their pockets and they don't give a shit. I'm sure they didn't want to lose this game. Obviously, anytime anybody plays against the Suns, they know when that game is coming, especially if you're any sort of contender. So I don't want to hear, well, the Nets didn't try because, no, they were trying and they lost. Is what it is. Is what it is. So that's all I got. But let's see what the numbers say, because numbers never lie. All right, so let's see what went on here. You can tell, like, with the minutes that Monty knew that this was a big game. When Chris Paul and Devin and Mikal are all up in the minutes like that, he ain't fucking around. Shout out to Mikal shooting 71% from the field. That's insane. 1 of 3 from 3, though. What do you have? Damn, 27 points, 1 block, 4 assists, 8 boards. Wow, that's crazy. Jay Crowder, first game back, a little rough. All threes went 1 for 5. 3 points. Yeah, that makes sense. 1 turnover, 2 steals, though, 2 assists. He was definitely getting hoed on some of those foul calls, but, it is what it is. Yeah. Awful. Defensively, pretty bad. I would say D-. 5 of 7 from the field. Definitely not bad. He's still fumbling the ball a little bit. And I think he was a little too passive, but, it's all good. 4 turnovers. This is what I'm talking about. 4 turnovers. He had... how did JaVale have 4 too? Damn. I think some of those were like offensive fouls. I feel like DAs were just fumbling the damn ball all the time. Devin, 56% from, let me round up, 57% from the field, 38% from 3. What more can you ask for? What did he have? 35, 6 boards. How many assists? 2 assists. 2 assists. Devin was muy bien. Chris Paul, 5 of 12. I mean, if it's the finals, we would expect better from him if he's healthy. Hopefully Patrick Beverley doesn't undercut him again this time. Oh, that's hilarious. They're not making the playoffs. Let's be real. 42% from the field. Again, I think we can expect better from like a real, important game. 25% from 3. What do you have? 20 points and 14 assists. That's like fucking insane. Cameron Johnson. I forgot to bring him up earlier. He needs to start. We were talking about this in Discord. Next year, I'm almost positive they're going to start him. I think Crowder's prob's going to get moved. I'm sure he doesn't want to come off the bench. I know he's had a great time in Phoenix. I don't know. We'll see what happens. I wouldn't be surprised if they traded him, though. He'll have 1 more year. Teams like that. Like 1 year veteran guy. That's the kind of guy that usually gets picked up in some sort of trade package. So I would not be shocked if Jay got moved. But Cam, he's ready. He's there. He's definitely there. He's gonna be like an all-star soon, I think. I really think his potential is like through the roof. With his shooting and now his ability to handle the ball and take people off the dribble, and his perimeter defense is getting better. He's a freak athlete and he doesn't even really use it like that. Like, he'll be the dude that'll be like dunking on people. If he wants to be, he could be that guy. His potential is crazy. What did he have? 16 points? I didn't even know. 16 points, 3 boards, and that's in, 24 minutes? 23 minutes? Yeah, he's going to be a big problem for people. And, again, his contract is coming up, so, if you want him to re-sign, fucking start him, because he's going to be really, really good. JaVale, I mean, he already is really good, but I think he's going to be, all-star level pretty soon. JaVale, what did he play? 14 minutes, about 5 points, 2 blocks, better than DeAndre Ayton. And 4 boards. He almost has the same stats in fucking half the amount of time. This is the shit I'm talking. This was a typical last year when DA was just not engaged at all. And that's why we were so shocked when he just balled out in the playoffs. We're like, oh, he could have been doing this all season. He was just holding out. Okay, cool. He looked like that for the first time this year, or at least the most like that. I don't know if I can't say, DA hasn't taken any games or plays off, but he looked either he was just out of shape, which wouldn't shock me, because I remember when they zoomed in on him when they had when they were 5 minutes into the first, this man looked exhausted. So with the sprained ankle, I'm sure he wasn't able to run a lot, so it makes sense. But also be better though. Elfrid Payton, he actually scored. Was that his only field goal, was the 3? Holy shit. He did have some dimes, so there's that. 4 assists, and he was minus 14. Now, does that surprise anybody? It shouldn't, because we all know he's terrible. Now, is he? Yes, no, yeah, he's terrible. I was gonna be like, well, he's fucking terrible. What am I talking about? Ish Wainwright, not mad at it. Now, it's all zeros, but I'm not mad at it. That's all I'm going to say. You know what? I didn't put that video out, but I made one the other day about the Spurs game. But Ish Wainwright deserves our respect, because this man was drafted into the NFL and he's in the NBA. That is literally some superhero shit. I didn't know that was possible in real life. I thought that was some folklore, Paul Bunyan type shit. So shout out to Ish Wainwright for being a freak athlete. I'm just going to tell this story for anybody who's left. My high school was not a basketball high school. We didn't even play in the top division. I feel like we were in one of the top 4. I don't know, but it wasn't the best one. And the starting point guard for my high school, people would literally ask me if he was going to Duke. Seriously, they thought he was going to make it to the NBA. So, that's just a regular white kid who's 5'8". I'm what do you think are you fucking stupid? No, he's not going to go to the fucking NBA. But this guy actually did that, and the NFL. That's crazy. That's fucking, if you really think about it, how many people are in the league? Less than 400, right? Everybody wants to be in the NBA. Out of fucking, how many people are on the planet? 8 billion? If you ask anybody, hey, do you want to be in the NBA? They would say yes. Jeff Bezos would be in the NBA if he could. So that, you got to just give it up for him. I know he's not Devin Booker or anything, but you got to give the man his props. That's just ridiculous. As an American, you have to be proud of that. And nobody really cares about the other trash minutes, let's be real. No disrespect to Bismack. I also think maybe they should give Justin Jackson some shine. Well, maybe they should have done it earlier. It's kind of too late now, because we may need a shovelhead replacement. Let's be real. He's been pretty terrible for most of the season, so maybe he could be the guy. I saw him hit three threes once. When's the last time I saw Shamit do that? Well, a couple games ago, but before that, never. So I don't know. Something to think about. And I think we covered everything. Let's see. Patty Mills, 37. Damn, all of his shots were threes. That's funny. Yeah, we don't give a shit. Actually, I want to see what James Harden shot. 6 of 19. Golly, not surprised. Kyrie, 50%, because he's not a bitch. Kyrie, I don't know. He's just one of those people that's unguardable. And people who are unguardable scare me. That's why I don't like the Stephs, the Clays, the Kyries, the KDs. Even a Paul George, it's it's not, if he wants to go off, he's kind of just gonna go off, and there's not a whole lot you can do about it. Devin's like that too. But and Chris sometimes. But Giannis, other one. That's it. I'm really tired, so I'm going to go to bed now. And I'll see you guys soon. Peace.